Okay, Primary 2, this is our new book. This is our new story that we're going to have for our reading comprehension, our reading skills. If you remember, before Christmas we had the Christmas Saurus, and we thoroughly enjoyed that one. So let's take a look at the title and the illustration on the front. So we have, the title is Code Name Bananas, and the author is David Walliams. And if we just look inside, here is the illustrator is Tony Ross. And David Walliams and Tony Ross, they often work in partnership as well. Just like we were hearing with Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler, they pair up quite a bit. So does David Walliams and Tony Ross. Now, if we look at the title, Code Name Bananas, and then we look at the illustration on the front, the detailed picture, can you make a prediction based on those two? What is the story going to be about? What do you think? A prediction is you making a guess based on the title and based on the picture and having a guess about what the story is going to be about. So looking down here, we've got planes, got a city, got an animal, a wee boy. It's night time. And the vocabulary used up here, code name. Where might we use that sort of language? Or who might use that sort of language? Okay, pause the video now and discuss. Okay, welcome back. So you've all got your predictions. If we open up, we're going to learn a little bit about who the characters are. Just some thank yous from the author to all the people that have supported him in writing this book or getting it to the finished product. Okay. London, December 1940, Second World War. Was that in your predictions, boys and girls? Okay, it says here, classified. So that's a word that was used or is used with the army, isn't it? Okay. Britain has been in a bitter war with Nazi Germany for over a year. It is the height of the Blitz, and Nazi bombs rain down on the city. The people of London live in fear, as do the animals of the city, particularly those in London Zoo. The characters in our adventure are, let's find out, Eric. Here's Eric. The short, shy 11-year-old boy has sticky out ears and wears glasses with one of the lenses cracked. Sadly, like many children of the time, Eric has lost both of his parents in the war. Now an orphan, he is withdrawn and sad most of the time. The only thing that makes the boy happy is visiting London Zoo. There, he has formed a very special friendship with a huge furry friend. More of her in a moment. And here's Uncle Sid. Sid is Eric's great uncle and the oldest keeper at London Zoo. He has worked there for longer than anyone can remember, including him. Like many men at the outbreak of the First World War, he enlisted to become a soldier. However, on his very first day of the battlefield of France, he stepped on an enemy mine and lost both of his legs. Nowadays, Sid gets about on 10 legs, but nothing can dampen his fighting spirit. The zookeeper would give anything to be able to battle the Nazis and prove himself to be a hero once and for all. Oh, so we've just learned about two of the main characters. Let's see. Here's Grandma. Look at what Grandma's doing. Eric's grandmother is a fearsome character. She dresses from head to toe in black shoes, black coat, and a black pillbox hat. The deaf old lady never goes anywhere without her ear trumpet, which helps her to hear. This doubles as a weapon to bash folks out of her way. And when Eric became an orphan, she took the boy in to live with her. As much as he loves his grandmother, Eric finds it hard to be around her as she's so very strict. Okay, here's Bessie. Bessie is a larger-than-life lady, bursting with love and laughter. She works as a doctor in a military hospital in London, where day and night she tends to the wounded soldiers. Bessie and Sid are next-door neighbours, living side by side in a row of tiny terraced houses. A bomb blast tore a hole in the fence that divides their back garden, so Bessie can pop round to see Sid at any time of day or night. Here's Nina, the air raid warden. Nina is one of London's hundreds of air raid wardens who spring into action when the Nazi bombers appear. Wardens make sure that Londoners are off the streets and taking shelter whenever the air raid warning sounds. It is the perfect job for this busybody who loves nothing more than bossing folk around. So, 3 strong female characters here by the sounds of it. Here's Sir Frederick Frown. Considering Frown is the Director General of London Zoo, it may come as a surprise to you that he doesn't like animals. Creatures of all shapes and sizes give him the willies. Frown is forever in fear of being slobbered over, nibbled or, worst of all, peed on. So he spends most of the time hiding in his office, as far away from all those dreadful beasts as possible. He is so achingly posh, he speaks as if he has a plum in his mouth. Here's Corporal Batter. This old soldier from First World War is now the night watchman at London Zoo. Batter sports a big bushy moustache and is never without his tin helmet, his chest full of medals and, most importantly, his rifle. Batter has strict orders to shoot any dangerous animal that escapes from the zoo during nighttime bombing raids. Oh, jings. And here's Miss Gnarl. Got a silent letter there. Miss Gnarl. Silent letter. This tall, broad vet at London Zoo is called whenever an animal needs to be put down. Oh dear. Armed with a needle full of poison, the sinister Gnarl adores her work. The bigger the animal, the better. She is a disturbing character who speaks only in growls. Jings. Okay. Here's Helen and Bertha. These mysterious elderly twin sisters run a deserted guest house at the British seaside town of Bognor Regis. The guest house, Seaview Towers, has not had a guest for years. So, what are the strange pair doing there? Perhaps their glamorous appearance hides something darker below the surface. And we've got Captain Spear. Spear is the elegant but ruthless commander of a Nazi U-boat, or a submarine, in other words. The Führer, Adolf Hitler himself, the evil Nazi leader who seized power in Germany, has personally sent Spear on a top-secret mission. This mission has taken the U-boat to the south coast of Britain, where it is lurking, ready to strike. If Spear succeeds, the course of the war will take a dramatic turn, making a Nazi victory certain. Oh, jings. We've got Winston Churchill. The British Prime Minister is a big, balding man, always dressed immaculately in 3-piece suits, bow ties and Homburg hats. Winston Churchill is famous for his stirring speeches, his dogged determination, and his fondness for brandy and cigars. He is seen by many as the only leader who can lead Britain to victory over the Nazis. And last, but not least, we have Gertrude the gorilla. One of the oldest animals in London Zoo, Gertrude is also the most popular. She is the zoo's star attraction. Children delight in the old ape's escapades as she loves to show off for the crowds, especially for a banana or two. Gertrude loves to blow raspberries at the visitors. The gorilla has formed a special friendship with one child in particular, a short, shy boy in cracked glasses who goes by the name of Eric. Okay, and we've got a map here. So we've just met all the characters. Maybe you could think about the characters, what you've heard about them so far. Which ones do you like the sound of? Which ones do you not like the sound of? Okay. And if we look here, we've got a map of London. We've got a compass. We've got north, south, east and west. And if we look here at the map, we've got, here's London Zoo up here. We've got the Houses of Parliament. We've got 10 Downing Street. Here's Sid's house. Down here. Okay. And if we turn over, oh, here's Grandma's house up here. So Grandma's house is very close there to where Sid's house was when they said that his house got bombed. And on here we have a map of London Zoo. Okay, so we've got the main entrance. We've got the office over here. Got the monkeys, the brown bears, the penguin pool, the lions, the parrot house. And here we have, here's Gertrude's gorilla sanctuary here. So she's right in the centre. She's very close to the main entrance, isn't she? Okay. Part 1, time to dare. Boys and girls, there's going to be some questions that go underneath this video on the main Google Classroom. If you go into the Google Classroom, classwork, all topics, and within the literacy videos, you will see this video. And on the post with this video, you will see the questions to go along with it. If you can answer your questions on that post, if you just type them straight on, I will give you some feedback and answers to your questions and your answers, okay?